dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep it style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, call. And this one does not go far.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Williams to throw. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. A handoff left for Swift. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Another try following the sack. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Looking to the air here. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. Swift can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter. And trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
After the sack, they're left third and goal now from the 13. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's got it, it's in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. The 12-year vet strikes true. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Super.
First down from the red zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at first down here. Swift gets it, going left. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. He gets a 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the 46. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's more with a catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pass play now. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Gong. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. That run good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Just 2 to go. They go play action with Goff. He rolls to his right. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Tremaine Edmunds has it. And the Bears get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now. It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing off the play fake here. Finds the football outside. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears parlay the interception into points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Their own 35-yard drive.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Left. 180. Hold on. Check. Louis.
From the gun, Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. And it's the Bears, about set to begin their drive. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the ground with Swift. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To throw it on 1st down. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Drops it underneath, Swift. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Not on on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
35-yard line.
Goff setting to throw. That's caught. He found some space. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 120. What's that?
Shotgun snap here to go. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Goff to the air now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Santos' kick is good, and that'll give them a 16-point advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. This one gets to the 22. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that makes it 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
He tries to sneak it, and he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it this time. That's more of the catch out left. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got more once again. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears stretch the lead to 23. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Cut. 12, like 20.
Another one for Gibbs. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gets him on the end route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Gibbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. That one's into the hands of Teslam. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
No run here. It's Montgomery. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer. They got to set an edge.
Intercepted in the end zone. That is Kyler Gordon.
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you've got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the 2nd half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance of that interception.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
1st down, here's Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 46. Into traffic, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. Once again, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
They've run this 12-yard out route at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? That was teaching tape right there.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
Santos' kick is good, and that'll make the lead 26 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. 70 yards there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Four now.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Hits his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
14. What? Like one out.
Goff off the play action. Throw caught at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
6 yards.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate that play-action.
The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh.
Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Fox now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's...
So the Bears take this one on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.